Welcome to your Monday Morning Pearl. I'm Steve Keck. Today we're going to continue our conversation around job transition. And as we said before, if you change jobs every 2 to 4 years, it's safe to assume that you are constantly going to be in some form of job transition for the rest of your career. That's not something to be upset about. It's just a fact of life. That if you're going to be consistently looking for new work within your company or into another company, you should be always creating the environment to build and grow your network and find a way for you to build awareness for the people who would hire you. Last week, we talked about building a community of proximity around the people who would consistently be your future boss. And one of the things that you need to include in this as you're building that community is message discipline. Message discipline answers this: can someone else translate who you are and what you bring to the table as well as you? This is so common when you're trying to work with a champion in your prospect, by you encouraging them and working with them to be able to translate what you have to offer to the economic buyer. If they aren't able to translate, your message doesn't get across and the economic buyer thinks you're selling something that you're not. This is the same thing when it comes to job transition. If your future boss gets the wrong message about what you bring to the table, you can be offered a job that's not right for you, or you can be dismissed for the one that is. Message discipline is critical for you to be able to clarify to those who would champion you into a new opportunity. So, message discipline looks like this. You need to answer this question. What are the 3 things that you want your future boss to understand about what you have to offer? When you build a community of proximity around your future boss, you need to create an opportunity for each champion to understand the message they need to translate. So when I'm talking to someone, I simply ask them, how would you explain what I do to someone else? And hear from them. And in doing so, you know whether your message has been translated. Because if they can't explain it well, you can repeat it, role play it with them, and clarify it. So what I want you to focus on this week is building the message discipline about what you bring to the table. What are those 3 things that someone will recognize immediately makes you a good candidate for the new opportunity? I'll give you a good example from my own life. I solve complex problems with smart, holistic, and unconventional ideas. So the 3 things that I've infused: smart, holistic, and unconventional. I want them to know those 3 things because I want that to resonate to my future clients and my future boss. And I infuse those adjectives into every type of opportunity I can when I'm having communications with someone who might hire me for a project or something else. Job transition is difficult. I know, I've done it, I've been through it, but if you can have a clear message about what you bring to the table, translate that into a community of proximity, you will be so much farther down the path for staying out of an extended period of job transition because you are consistently finding ways to connect to the people who need your help. So get disciplined around your messaging. It'll work with you for the rest of your life. And as always, if you need some guidance in this, reach out to us. We do job transition coaching all the time. We love helping you get through this process because it is a sales process. So you can find us on our website where we have a section for job transition, or you can reach us on one of our social channels.